What's going on? It's AJ Snow, and I'm right here with Hype Off Life. Let's get rich.
What's up? We're here with AJ Snow. What it do?
What's going on, Keisha?
I'm good. You're fresh off the release of your new project, God Don't Like Ugly. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty good. This is like it's my biggest release since, it's a lot of good, like great feedback on it. So, man, I'm feeling great.
What type of feedback have you been getting? Like, what's the one that stood out the most?
I think the biggest feedback is just people acknowledging seeing it build up over time. So now like this is me and Jan Sport J third album together, and then it's just like each release it just keep getting better and better, and people calling us like the dynamic duo. So they're like seeing us like we're growing together as a producer rapper. So I think that's the top compliment that I received so far.
I can see that too. It is getting better each album, each release. How did y'all get together in the first place?
So I was performing at Payday LA, like top of 2022, and El Press, Slim Jeff, who was sports manager at the time, they was all there, and the next day I had a show in Houston, and then by the time I checked into my hotel, like Sport had followed me, and so we just tapped in real quick and like in the DMs, and then a few days later, I had reached out to him just asking for like a beat, and then he was just like, I'm thinking about doing a whole album with you, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, like it sound good, like I'm thinking he bullshitting, and then like that day he sent me like 30, 40 beats, and yeah, we start working on No Awards for the Real right then and there, and this is where we actually recorded the first album. Well, this is where we record everything at, so yeah, this is a special place.
Yeah, he wasn't playing around with 30 to 40 tracks.
Yeah. I didn't. To be honest, I thought he was bullshitting. I ain't gonna lie. It's a joke I always laugh with him about. But because at that time it was just like I didn't know where I wanted to, where I was going in my career at the time. And then like when he stood next to me, and that kind of got me back like motivated, back inspired to keep going.
What was your thought process like when you didn't know like what you were gonna do as far as your career goes, like you were mentioning just now?
Uh, just taking it day by day. Always something that I'm really living by right now in life is like always leave tomorrow open, because you never know what tomorrow brings. And I think with myself, something that I struggle with is like I always try to look so far ahead. Like I already got 2026 planned, but then again, it's like man, I got to give myself to enjoy 2026. So I keep tomorrow open, and just take it day by day.
I'm the same way. Like, I'll think like 20 steps ahead, but I'm learning that you can't think that far ahead. Then it
Yeah.
causes anxiety,
Yeah.
and it doesn't even turn out that way when you think like 50 steps ahead. So I got that. That's something I struggle with too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else is new?
And nothing much. Just dropped God Don't Like Ugly. Just been pushing the Mayball G's clothing brand. Um, Working on some shows. Just trying to build up for next year. And just keep feeding the fans.
Yep. Speaking about Made by OGs, how's your record label doing?
Oh, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm the only person under it. I just independently release my music through it. So it's just like right now, it's early on. I mean, I do want it to grow to be, where I get to the point where I'm CEO signing artists, and, just have my own ecosystem. But right now, it's just me right now. And I'm figuring out the game. I'm figuring out how the, music business work. And, because, where I come from, we don't have, none of this information. So I'm learning, soaking it all up, and applying this very soon.
Yeah, speaking of independent rap and everything, you're heavily influenced by Dom Kennedy and Currency. What do you love about their music, and like how does it inspire you?
It's very relatable. I mean, I know that they're putting us in a genre called lifestyle rap, and like Dom Kennedy is one of my favorite. Like, when I first heard him rap, I was like, if I rap, this is what I would sound like. So that would kind of push me to rapping, and being fans of him and Currency. me since like high school, Wiz. So it's just like that's just what we gravitated to, the cars, the lifestyle, the clothes, the fashion, just everything that they talk about. That's just like that's just how that's how we grew up. That's how we were raised. So that's why I kind of like relate to that music so much.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite album from each one?
Ooh, Currency. It's okay. Ah, man, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. Hot August Nights is like one of my favorite ones. I think a lot of people probably won't. I won't say they won't agree to it. I think it's like I don't know. Hot August Nights is one of my favorites though. And then for Dom, um, I think the original Dom Kennedy might be my favorite one.
That's
Uh,
a good one.
yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. But I do love From the West Side with Love too, Yellow Album. I love both of their catalogs. So yeah.
Yeah, Yellow album went super hard when that came out. Like it was like everything.
Oh yeah, man, I remember when Yellow Album dropped. I was living in Springfield at the time, and I swear I was probably like the only person like listening to Dom at that time. But it's just like that was just like a perfect summer. Like that was like what 2012 maybe. I probably just graduated high school, and yeah, that shit was yeah that was fun. That was a fun summer.
Yeah. So you lived in Springfield. How did that shape your outlook on life and your sound so far?
Uh, I mean, Springfield. I mean, growing up in Springfield was pretty dope. Growing up in the Midwest. Um, my dad, he was a big like UGK fan. He was a big like DJ Quick Sugar Free fan, and my dad listened to a lot of oldies. So so I got influenced by that music early on, and then like also too like as kids, watching 106 in Park like with my sisters, and so in the Midwest it seems like we got to listen to so much different music. I remember when Ti 24s first came out, like on the radio, like that was everything. I remember like the Saint Lunatics and Nelly run, like that was everything, or even like the Houston run. So, or even stuff on the West Coast or stuff out east, like we got to see so much, and yeah. So I don't know. It was great though. It was a great experience. And then like Chief Keef, like I love that fucking era. When GBE all came. So we got to see a lot. Being in Springfield. The internet too was very strong. So I have a lot of like key elements from like all over that influenced me today.
Yeah, you could hear it in your music. Your music's real smooth. It exudes confidence, like player, entrepreneurial spirit. Like it's really cool. Like I
Thank
could
you.
hear the oldies. The samples you choose are dope. Like
Thank you.
how do
Thank
you
you.
choose your samples?
Sometimes, well, I'm kind of at the point now where I kind of just let, like, when I work with Sport, I just let Sport do his thing. I know Sport, Sport's a master. I try to, like, throw him a couple samples, but he don't budge. Sport just, like, I do what I do and it's that. And, I'm trying to get away from the sampling. I mean, I love it so much, but, like, now that I'm getting bigger, it's just like, I'm trying to get away from it. But I do love the samples. I mean, 90s. That's like my bag. That's what I love the most. But yeah, most of the time, if I ever come across it, if producers sample it. I mean, if it's a good idea, I'm not gonna say no to it. Like I don't care, but I try to stay away from it now.
Oh yeah, I feel you. So you mentioned 90s. What about the 90s did you love the most?
I mean, it's golden. I mean, I think that's why to this day, 30 years later, it's like 30 35 years later, we still reference it so much because it was just a dope time. The style, the music, the lifestyle, the cars. It was everything, and I think a lot of people, the younger people, they didn't get to enjoy it. I mean, I was born in 94, so I got the tail end of it, but what I remember, it was like, man, it was everything. It was perfect. It's like, man, like if life was like that today, it's like, man, we wouldn't be tripping on as much.
Yeah, you definitely had to be there. I was like in '95. I was like in fifth grade, and it was like a whole different thing because '95 all the dope albums came out. You had like Brandy and all this other stuff, and it was like really dope. But I didn't know it was so historical because I'm just living it. We're just in it. But you're right. Like it was just like a magical time, even from like '90 till like now. Like you guys are doing really good things with music. I feel it. Like you're doing a great job carrying the torch.
Yeah, I think that's my job. That's what I kind of like, I take a lot of pride in that to keep pushing it forward because we seen like, like we seen like what Dr. Dre and Death Row did, in the 90s, and we seen like what Tupac did, and we seen what like Bad Boy did, and it's like to keep pushing the envelope, and I feel like, it's kind of my job to push this sound for the next generation, because I don't want it to die down. I think it's very needed, in life.
That's true. So, do you consider your music art?
Yeah, art. Yeah. Well, I mean, what else would you consider it?
Like some people are just like, I just love music. And then other people are like, this is my art. This is my heart. This is my craft.
Yeah.
Like you're on that ladder.
Well, yeah, it's art, it's business, but yeah, it's most definitely art. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like I heard a line in one of your songs you were talking about buying some art pieces. Like that was dope. I was like, you're very different.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I love art. Yeah, I love art. I love, to put it on the walls. I love finding random art. I love it. I think it's art in everything. Like life is art, and I think everybody should kind of look at it that way more.
I agree with you because I was gonna go to art school. Even Hype Off Life, I consider that my art. Like it takes, to put the right words together, and it's a magazine to find the right pictures. I do agree. Like everything is art when you look at everything, and then how everything's connected to everything. Everything's interconnected. So I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, no, most definitely, most definitely. That makes complete sense. Like even like an actor, that's art. The way that they're acting, that's art, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's true. So circling back to God Don't Like Ugly, what does that title mean to you?
God don't like ugly. I mean, it's just I think it kind of speaks for itself. It's just like, some people, I mean, it's a lot of, you got to deal with a lot of weird shit, in life. And my mom used to always tell me like never do what other people would do to you. And so sometimes sometimes you got to bite the bullet, or sometimes you gotta leave stuff where it's at, and just like, even though I'm not gonna retaliate, just know God don't like ugly. So whatever you trying to do or whatever, like that's on you. I'm gonna let God handle that. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm focused on me. I'm like, I got tunnel vision on where I'm going and what I'm doing, and I just don't have time to play like the little silly games, because some people will try to do stuff to you to get you out, to try to trick you out your spot. So, God don't like ugly.
That's true. I feel that. What's your favorite song from the project?
All of them.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, I like all of them. I mean, it's like, they all different vibes, and like, it's always hard to always choose like a record, off the album, because it's like, that album, God Don't Like Ugly, we've been sitting on that for like a year. So it's like, you experience, things, and you live life, and it's just like some things they just hit, some stuff just speak to me differently. Now I got favorite lines, like, through it, but as a favorite song, I just love the whole body of work. I love it for what it is. And what about you? What's your favorite? You got any favorites?
All of it too.
See,
Yeah. What's your favorite line though?
I think the one that's sticking out to me the most is like, I don't even remember what I said, but I just remember the last bar. I said, damn, I said, I ain't even seen the best of me. Like, just saying like, damn, I forgot what it said before. I said something like, I said the ones I hate, the ones that damn, I forgot. I'm
It's
sorry.
cool.
I'm
It's
sorry.
cool.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it's on Formula One. It's on the Formula One record, and I said I ain't even seen the best of me, like and it's just like I still got even like where I'm at now. I still got so many more levels to go, and I'm enjoying the journey.
Yeah, I
So
feel that. Like, I feel like as people, when you stop reaching your potential and leveling up, that's when you start like falling off. So I
yeah,
feel you about reaching your potential and acknowledging that.
yeah, and also too, you got to know when the universe is pushing you to go to the next level.
That's facts.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's yeah, that's the tough. That's what's tough, is knowing. Sometimes I feel like some people know when they need to take it to the next level, but it's really on you if you're gonna take it there or not. If not, you're gonna fizzle, and like you said.
Yeah, that's true. So a couple years ago, you were in Springfield. What brings you out to LA these days?
Oh, so I actually moved from Springfield back in 2014. I came out here from Texas. So after Springfield, I was born in Dallas, but I grew up in Springfield, Illinois. But then I moved back to Dallas when I was what 20, yeah, when I was 20. Stayed out there for 7 years, and that's when I really like, I was already rapping when I was in Springfield, but when I moved to Texas, that's when I started taking it serious, like putting out projects and like doing shows and touring. But what moved me out here, I started coming out here like 2016, just coming out here networking and stuff, trying to build. 2017, 2018, I think I did like my first Payday LA show, so that would really like kind of like cross the bridge over. And when I was living in Texas, like in the studio, they all used to always tell me like you need to move to LA, like like they gonna love you out there. And it's kind of funny. I reconnected with like my very first manager the other day, and he was like, "Man, we told you should have been." So he's very proud of me to see where how much I grew since. So yeah, so it's just been out here, just just rap hustling, just pushing the brand, and just networking, and just trying to see how far I could take it.
Yeah, it's going pretty far. So far, so good.
Thank you. No, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
What do you like about LA? Because Hype Off Life's LA based, so we gotta show love to LA.
Oh, I mean, I love LA. I'm very blessed, and I'm so grateful that LA treat me like one of their own. I love the city. I love the food. I love the views. I love the people. I love the culture for sure. I love LA culture, y'all. It's the shit. Um, yeah, I just love everything about LA. Like, I love how I can just go walk on the beach at any time, you know what I mean? And just get away. It's great.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's like it's hard, it's hard like who would want to leave LA? Like it's so beautiful out here.
Yes, I agree with you again.
And I don't even another thing too, like I don't even check the weather. I just come outside. Like that's like, that's so crazy. Like I was just talking to my dad, and he's still in Illinois, and he's complaining about the snow and shit, and I'm just like, damn, it was like 80 degrees today. So yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. Speaking of snow, how'd you get your name?
Oh, so AJ Snow, it was kind of a joke at first. With you remember Snow on the Bluff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so I used to I used to like tweet Curtis Snow like on Snow on the Boat. I don't know, we used to love that fucking documentary, like growing up. And then like Tony Pimp C go by Tony Snow. Pimp C's one of my favorite rappers, so that's how I got the AJ Snow.
That's dope. That's really dope.
I hate telling that story so much, but yeah, that's how I got it.
Okay, so we're about to close the year down. We're in November. What plans do you have for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so we about to, well, right now what I'm gearing up on is dropping another album. Me and Sledgerin about to drop our album Smelling Like Success. Then planning on working on doing an album release party right now. And then the 28th of December right now, we got the Dallas show locked in, and then we're looking to do a couple more shows. So December's going to be a busy month. Just trying to get prepared for it.
That's dope because a lot of people they slow down after Thanksgiving, but you're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, just some secret sauce is just like, if you're an independent artist, like if you pay attention to the game and what's going on, it's like all the majors, they all shut down starting, like I think like the week before November, all the way through to like the first or second week of January. So it's just like the game wide open. So it's just like I think that's the best time to attack. That's one of my game plans. So that's like some free game. So yeah. So that's just what I'm doing.
That's really smart. I'm looking forward to your new album. Your last album was dope. I saw the homies there. Shout out Westwill. Shout out Jams.
Yeah, shout out to Westwood and Jams, man.
They're on the album, your new album.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, how did those collabs come about? How did you meet them?
So well, I mean, with Jams, me and Jams been locked in for like I want to say like 2 years now. Me and him, we had first met at a Larry show out here, and we were just chopping it up the whole time, and then he ended up like a few months later, he ended up, wanted me to feature on his song Champagne Toast. And so we knocked the record out, and then he was telling me about the Backyard Boogie that he does in Chicago. So Backyard Boogie is his own show that he does every once a year. So, he told me, if I was down to come out there to rock. So I, flew out to Chicago, did the first one. We just did the second one back in August. So since then, he was living out here, after the first one. So we was, we start hanging out, just kicking it and shit. And then, y'all know he had a relationship with West Will, and then so I start hearing like what they was doing, and then I'm like, hey, what I'm saying, I need some of that too, you know what I mean? So then we just built off that. So yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out the homies again.
Yeah, shout out to West Will and Jams, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna be in 2026 in the blink of an eye. What's the biggest goal you have for next year, or if you want to share that?
Oh, yeah. 2026, I plan on doing a full United States tour. Going ahead, pretty much that's just pretty much the game plan I'm doing right now is just tapping into my markets and everything, and then now it's time to hit the road, and so I plan on summer 2026 is to do a full United States tour, and then probably go out the country too. So yeah,
that's really dope.
Thank you.
Went on tour with Larry June before.
Yeah. 2019, 2020. I had went on tour with him. We did. I did a few shows with him. I know I did Chicago, New Orleans, Atlanta. The Atlanta show was right when COVID hit. We did the Dallas show. So he was still touring like through like COVID and shit, but I know I was supposed to do the Phoenix show, but I tapped out on that. That's when COVID first kind of like was big, so I was like, man, I don't really know. But then I got back out for the Dallas show. But yeah, no, that was a great experience. That's when it started being real for me when I toured with Larry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dope too.
Yeah, no, most definitely. He man, I look up to Larry. Like I learned a lot. I just learned a lot just watching how he move, and the stuff that he done. So, he's a lot of inspiration for sure.
Mm-hmm. So I have one more question for you today.
What's up?
What gets you hype off life?
Life itself. Yeah, life itself. I just, just doing what I love doing. Just never knowing what tomorrow brings, and like, I'm very blessed. Like I live in one of my dream cities. I have one of my dream cars. I do what I love doing, so that would get me hype off life.
All right, y'all heard it. So we're here with AJ Snow. Thanks for the interview. Thanks
I appreciate
for making
you.
dope music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you so much for taking your time to come do the interview. Thank you.
You're welcome. See y'all later.
Peace.